Hello all, welcome to my channel. So today we are gonna see a next topic on AngularJS, that is basic commands in AngularJS. So in this topic we'll be covering the many commands in AngularJS, but they are mostly getting used very frequently. So we'll be covering them with the examples. So first is ng-new. So for ng-new, whenever you want to create any applications in AngularJS, you can use ng-new and then test project. So if you type that, it will ask you the few details. If you want to need a routing, yes, what is the CSS framework you need. I am selecting a CSS, and once you will create enter your details, it will create the application immediately with all the default files and start downloading the npm dependency. So I don't want to spend time on while downloading it, so I'm just terminating this downloading process, and then we'll go to the next command. So next command here is ng generate. So I have another project that is kind of dependency project. Okay, so if I want to create any class, ng generate, then class. Okay, and then I am giving the name as a test. Okay, so if you see, the test.ts file is got created inside the source folder. I'm going inside that, and there test file is also got generated. So with a generate command, you can either generate a classes, component, or services, or other schematics which are available into the AngularJS with a generate command. So next one is gonna, so we are gonna see is a ng serve. Okay, so when I am typing ng serve, what it is doing, it is compiling your application and starting it application after the compilation using a webpack. So application is got started if I hit a local host and by default port 4200, your application is got started. Okay, I'm just terminating this. Okay, so with ngserve you can use the open command that will open your application into your default browser once it has got compiled, and after the compilation it will use a webpack if you see here, and then immediately it will start into the default browser. So you don't need to explicitly type the localhost and default port 4200. So that is going to take care by this command. Okay, so we'll be moving to the next command, that is ng test. So ng test is the command with which you can run your JUnits using the Jasmine and Karma framework. So if I type the ng test, you can see that it will start compiling it. Once it is get compiled, it will open it into the browser, and then it will execute the remaining uh, test using the Karma. So if you see that it has uh, executed a couple of commands, the instance should get created, should have title dependency project. Okay, so if I go to this specification here, and if you see that should create a app should have a title dependency, so whatever is into the spec.ts, it is getting executed using the Karma and the Jasmine, and it will launch the browser. And if I close the browser, once again it will load because it is continuously running. So real time you can edit the JUnits and you can see how they are performing. Okay, so I'm just terminating it and we are going to the next command, that is ng-e2e. So ng-e2e is nothing but the again the running test cases, but these are running end to end with the framework Jasmine plus Protractor. So here, if I type this command and press enter, what it will do, it will build entire project again. It will compile it and it will start the project into the browser, and it will start running the end to end JUnits on it like the user actually do onto the browser. So the difference between the E2E and NG test and NG E2E is that NG test is using a Karma plus Jasmine, and E2 is using a protractor and Jasmine. So Karma and Jasmine is getting used into the ng test, that is just executing your the spec.ts file where the lot of data is mocked, but in NGE2E it will be executing it like real time how the user is using your application. Okay, so we'll move to the next command, that is ng build. When you are using this command ng build, what it will do, it will kind of compile your application, and once your application is got compiled 100%, it will create the distributor dist folder in your project, and inside that all the files are get uh, created. So if I go to my application, okay, here, and if I type it here, inside that dist is got created in dependency management. If I click on index.html, okay, so it would be having your all the application related details with in a compiled format. So if you want to build this application and then deploy it, you can copy the content inside the dist folder and you can run it. So index.html would be having, if I open it with the notepad plus plus, it will be having the html which we have seen into the project, and then all the dependencies, for example app root is there which I have shown, and it will include all the script which are needed to run the application. So once it is built, you can copy all these build files into the any Spring Boot project and you can run it end to end. So we'll gonna see the next command, that is nglint. Okay, so nglint is command which will do the static uh, analysis of the project as per the guidelines, that is TypeScript coding guidelines, and it will check that whether the project is up to marks or not. So it is linting the this project and then seeing that all files are pass and linting. So what we'll do, we'll make a small change in our class. We'll declare one variable, call it test. Okay, and we'll be marking it as a string is equal to abc. Okay, fine, and I'm just saving it. Okay, and again I am running nglint. Okay, so again it is linting the dependency project and we'll see the result. So if you see, it has given one error, that lint error found. So what it is mentioning, that it should be a single quote instead of double quote, so that all the linting specification are mentioned into the tslint.json file. So what you should use for the variables or other stuff, that is also getting mentioned here, and as per this file it is running all the rules. So if I change it to the double quotes to the single quotes, okay, then it is adhering to the uh, policy. Even your browser is also show the error. So if I use a double quotes, it is showing that error. So it is also going through that lint file. So if I again type nglint, it will linting the project and it will say that all files are passed because we are now adhering to the all the policies. Okay, so we are moving to the next command, that is ngconfig. So if I you type here ngconfig, it will display the all the configuration of this project. So these are the all the configuration of this project: schema, version, what is the project name, what are the dependencies, what are the architect tags are there. So these are nothing but belongs to your angular json file. If I go here at the top, you can see the similar stuff, new project, that is here. Okay, then projects here and here. Okay, so it is showing the all the configuration from angular.json file. So this is nothing but this file is maintaining the configuration for your project. Okay, and then the last one will be seeing the ng run. So ng run command is having the little bit different syntax. So if you want to run the specific uh, architect tag, like inside the architect there are built and other tag, so you can type ng run, then a project name, that is dependency project, then after that colon, and I am typing a lint. So what it will do, instead of nglint, uh, when we type nglint, it has linted a project, but if you want to run it with ng run, you have to type ng run, then project name, and what is the architect you are having. For example, build is here, similarly there would be the serve test and lint would be also there. Okay, so this is how it is running it. If I want to run a test, then ng run project name and I will type a test. Okay, then it will run the test architect for me, and it will run using this all this karma and all this stuff. So it has ran and it has loaded the application into the browser. Okay, so I'm just closing it and killing the process. Okay, so here we'll go through the quickly. We have seen the ng new, then the ng generate, ng serve, ng test, ng e2e, ng build, ng lint, ng config, and ng run. All of these commands that are getting used in your application widely. So we have covered them here. So thank you so much for listening my video. Do subscribe to my channel for getting more updates on Angular JS. So thank you so much.